Hello guys. Um, it's a very beautiful day this morning. I just want you guys to I'm not sure you guys the project I'm working on. Uh, I'm not gonna be teaching you Revit this morning, but I'm gonna be giving you guys a strategy on what to do in while using Revit. So now you come to this new. Once you click on new, you come down to the way you have your empiric and metric system, you choose browse. For those of you that doesn't know, I'm using Revit 2020 2024, and yours might not look, the interface might not be like this, but it's still the same thing. It serves the same purposes. Now you choose default. Default means it doesn't have any metric or empiric system. You can choose to set it, but by default it comes with the metric systems. So you can actually go with a residential template if you're actually going for a residential building, which for at the cost of this I'm actually going for a commercial building. But let me just go with the default. You open the default folder and you click on OK. Now while you wait for the program to open, we are gonna be pulling out some little designs. So I'm gonna generate a building design as fast as possible, and the purpose of this design is just to show you how to use a template, or probably how to be able to create some custom families for yourself. So now we go to our south elevation. Come to your south elevation. Once you click on your south elevation, you come to this place and you go to you definitely have it on here, and you move down to this place. When you have your level, you click on your level here. Don't double click, just once, and give it a name. I will give it 1_GL ground level. Yes, you can see it as reflect here. And I go again to the second one. I'll call it second underscore first FL first level, or I'll just do STR1, that's story 1, STR1, and no, it is either you click LL, or probably you just you just come to modifications. Let me show you. But more or less, you come to this place here under your hometown. You can see it's called LL. You can click this way, or you can just press LL. So you can either use this one, come to architecture and click on level, or you just use LL. I'm gonna be pick line, and I'm gonna be using an offset of 10 feet above. So I'm gonna be introducing extra 4 storage on top. This is 1, 2, 3, and remaining the last one. Okay, so already 4 storage is fully ready. So now you can see the way I had to number them before I add it, so that it looks very clean and clear. Now now you can actually wait and go down to our ground level. So now there are actually virtual ways in starting a design, more or less like building designs. For an easier and a better output, I would recommend you to use a Greek line. So when you come to this place called Greek. Now the shortcut is GR. but I don't recommend you using GR. Sometimes you might, should in case you might have a probability of going to order to some DAOs and you might not be having keyboard, you can be able to use them. So I want to show you where you can find them, and at the same time when you can use shortcuts. So you can press GR to bring out your Greeks. Now we're gonna be working on Greeks, and I will draw my first Greek randomly, which I'm gonna be scaling it better. Now my Greek is being drawn. You can see it shows me A, and if your one doesn't shows another one here, you can just click on this check mark and it will load it up. So it means you have it double head. Now what to do first, you click on this and you change it to E, so that because Revit recognized that you want to actually do it in that way. So now we are going to be duplicating this. You press CO to copy, or you come to your modify tab and you click on this copy, then you hover up on this and click on it and press enter. Now this will pop up for you. Now I want to duplicate an interval of a room of 12 I want to make it 12 that's 12 or let me say 13 feet. So I'll do 12, entered, another 12, another 12, and another 12, and maybe basically I will just do another 12. So now this can be modified later, but I just want to give you an idea of how these are working. You can start with a grid line. Now the same way you can actually click and press the grid line and press CS to create similar, while you click here and hover up to this place here, and you can see now towards this side I have it's checked to, you can see it's showing G here, but it's not showing here. So the same way we did, you click on this and it will bring it out. So you click on here and name it 1 and you check it entered. Now you, from this place, you click here and start naming it upward. So you copy CL the way we have done, you click anywhere and start moving it. Then let's do interval of 14 here, 14, 15. Randomly we can actually modify it. Then we have 16 and the last one should be 14. So these are things we can be able to modify as we goes on with the design. And now let's go to our wall. The next thing to do is, you have everything checked, you have your Greek lines out, everything is fully ready for design. You come to your architecturing tab, you go to your wall. Now your own properties and project browsers might not be as mine. I just love to keep everything in my right hand side. Now I have a generic wall. This is a basic wall, a meseric wall, and a 12 inches wall. So we're gonna be using I'm gonna be using an 18 concrete wall because I want to make good use of the house. So let me go with generic. Let me go with generate 8 inch. So now once you click on the generate 8 inch, you click on edit. Now I'll go back again for those who are not seeing it. Now once you click on your wall tools, you'll be prompted on here. Now you turn on, you make sure your level is set to unconstrained if you want to, or set it from ground to, you want it to be up to 3, up to, that means your exterior wall, you want them to be up to level 3. You can set them, and you want it to run to center or finish face. I want it to be on finish face interior. Now I will edit type and click on duplicate I'll duplicate and name this 9 inches block. That's 9. I can say block, because these are the common terms we use in Nigeria. Blocks 9 inches, and I'll come to edit type. Now you can see the functionality of this element is exterior. If I'm gonna be using it for interior, foundation, retaining, and any other ones, I have to change the functionality so that when I'm doing my schedulings, they should have to come in place. Now I will go to my structure under construction and click my edit. Now I have, if I should go to my preview, you see, and I go to my section here, section modify type attributes, you see I have only one element, and you can actually see it, and it has not been defined yet. You can actually see it. So now I'll change this to 9 inch. Yeah, you can see the size has increased. Now I will leave it by default. I will apply materials to it by default, but let me just apply material to it. Let's just wait let me just apply concrete material to it, so that we assumed it's a concrete exterior wall serving as a defense wall. Let's go to letter C. Yeah, let's go to let's go to concrete lightweight, use render appearance, apply, and checked. Now we have you can actually see there's even, you know, some whatever here, so we can just check it. Okay, and okay, we have our block wall. Now you can see from my settings, actually choose face. If I click here and start drawing, you can see it's drawing inside my my building. So I'm gonna draw it rectangular here. I'm going to draw it exteriorly from here. You can see while I draw it, it didn't continue. That's because I didn't check this function called chain. So let me chain it. Let me click from here down here and continue again. You can see it's now following me. Continue from here to here, which partially I can be able to modify. The Greek line is just like a guide to me, and I can basically edit it later. Now let's have our 3D view of what we are doing. So if I go to 3D view, now I have, you can see I have, let me bring it back to solid, to shade. You can see I have my wall up to, let me go to front elevation. You can see I have my walls up to story 3. So now what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going down to my ground level, and I want to do my floor. Now for you to do your floor, you just hover up to this floor and you click on this down arrow here. Once you click on the down arrow, you pick floor architecture. Now take note of something. Your material on your floor, just go with generic and edit it just like we've done with the wall. Click on edit, and on edit you just click here on duplicate. Then we are going to be using floor. You can actually give it in real terms. When you go to site, they will tell you slab. Yes, they tell you slab. So you're going to be using SLB, abbreviation of slab. You can just SLB, and you call it 6 inches. I'm going to be using 150 millimeters. That's 0.15 meters slab. So it's going to be slab. And the same thing, you can see the functionality is telling me exterior. I can actually say this exterior now, which is probably the slab is interior. So I'm going to leave the functionality as interior. I'm going to be doing the structure and edit the structure. Now under materials, the same thing, I'm going to be choosing concrete for that material. So the same thing, I'm going to be lightweight concrete, use appearance. Okay. Now this thickness, I'm going to be changing it to 6. If you remember 6 inches, you click enters and you checked again. Now you pick your rectangle tools, and you from this, there's a reason why I would want to use rectangle tool, but probably in real life design we might not use rectangle. You use pick wall, so that whenever we move our building, we want to expand our building, it moves along with it. There's a difference between when you're using a rectangle and you're using a pick wall tools. But since the building is gonna be in a rectangular or in a square form, we are gonna be using this effect. Now let me click on it and let me apply. Now take note of some few things. Now if your constraint is set to ST storage 1, you are wrong, you're doing it wrongly. You have to be very careful while doing something like this. So now something is coming into my hair, so I'm gonna be moving this plan backward. Okay, let's leave it that way. And I want to create a front edge here. Now let me check it, and you can see I have, if I check it, you can see I have my floor. If I go to 3D view, you can see I have my floor already here. You can see my floor. Yeah, I have my floor already here. If I should click on this, you know, you can see I have my flow in this. But with that being said, it's not really enough. Let's do something. Let's modify. Let me realign this. Let me align. You click on align, AL if you want to use AL, or you can just, I just want to align this block wall to this one. I want to shift it backward. I want to explain why using rectangular might be the best option for that. So now you can see, let me go to my 3D view, and you can see immediately I aligned both my wall and everything moved together. So that's just the functionality of rectangular and pick line tools. So I come down to ground level. I want to create a space for my entrance, parking spot, and the rest. So I want to leave these two space for parking and veranda, and also parking here. Then this one is going to be my entrance and entrance also. So from here I'm going to create another floor. So now you go to your 3D view, you click on your floor. Yes, you come back to your ground level and edit boundaries. Yes, you click on edit boundaries. Now you go to the middle, you pick line, you go to the middle of where it shows is going, it's your midline. So you click on it and you pull it down to, let's say 10 foot, yeah, 10, yes, 10, just leave it to 10. Now you pick your offset, and let's say you offset 10 also, 10 by 10 feet by 10 feet. Let's say 10 by 10, so 10 by 10, that is about 6. Now you join it by picking this line and close it. Now while you close it, you delete this line you used to detail. Now to split element, you can press SL if you choose to, but you can actually come down to this place here. You can see it shows SL, that split element. You can click here and split this element. The reason why we split is because we want to join. If you didn't join it very well, okay, let me just leave it the way it is, and let me just click it. You can see each one, they say line cannot intersect each other. The highlighted line currently intersect. So there are lines that are intersected. You have to join them together to have a clean smooth drawing. So you have to click continue. TR for trim, if you don't know, but you can actually come down to this place and click on trim and extend, which is TR, and you click on this place and you close it. You click on this place, you close it, you close it back. Now you have a very smooth run, and now you have to check it. You check here, and now you can see it's closed perfectly. Now if I go to my 3D view, I have my house already and a floor. Now something, that is a trick I want us to do. I want to create I want to bring this same floor, I want to take this slab up to 3-story. Now I click on it and come down to this place called copy. Now copy to clipboard is different from cut or copy here. You understand? This one is to copy. If you want to copy, this one is to copy a steel. You want to copy it, like you want to make it looks very very clean. That's the function of this copy. Now you need to click on this. Once you click on copy to clipboard, this paste will actually pop up. Now you click on this arrow below and you click align to selected level. You click on it and now you pick level 3 and you click apply. Now once I click on level 3, you can see my design comes down to level 3. Now this same one, I still click on it again and click align to level 2. I want to paste it to level 2 again. I will still click on it and align to ST1, that's story 1. Now I have it. You can see I have them in place. Now you can see I have them from ST1 to XT2. Now I really want to make some clear differences. I will want my XT1 to go down to the last one, so I will create paste again, align to my last ST4, which is ST4 should be let's go down to south elevation. Okay, ST4 should be my roofing, so I will fix that in a minute. Now let's come to ground level and no 3D level. Close your 3D level. Now this wall here, I will take it off and I'll click on this one. I will edit boundary. I want to make it a bit fancy, a bit curved, so touch down to your ground level, back to your ground level. Now you remove this here. Now you pick line, you pick 1 foot, bring out 1 foot. Okay, bring out 2 foot out, bring out another 2 foot out. Yes. Now you pick your connect here, you bring down to 2, you bring it to 4 foot, and yes, you can actually make a curve. The same thing here, you bring it at 45 degree, 4 foot, and you create a very nice curve. Now the same you pick 3 points tangent from here, and you pull it out till it matches the end of this one. You click it and you have a very beautiful style. Now you apply it and everything looks clean. Now you go to your 3D view, you have already a fancy stuff here. So the reason why I do it this way is because I'm gonna be running something over it. So we click on it. Now you click on this and you click on copy. First you click on this and you click on copy and you click paste. Now let me do it again. Now you click on this element, you move down to here, you copy, you click on paste, the arrow below it, and you click on align to selected level, and the level that does not have it is STR2, which is 32. Apply it. Now it should be able to come out. Now my S32 has a slab already. So now I will go through my section so that you can be able to see what I just did. Pick section here, section, and from here I go down to this place. So basically this can be a practical way. It's a practical way of doing it. In real world, you can see I have my story here, and another story here. Then the last story above it should be the story where my roofing and other setup might be. So now we can go in and come to front elevations. Now I want us to get something really straight here. So we are going to be doing our windows here, a very customizable windows. So like here to this place here. So you will pick one of these wall element, this wall here. You come down to your 3D view. Now you pick this wall. Yes. Now you pick this wall. Yes, you pick this wall and you click edit profile. You click on the wall and you click edit profile. Now this will pop up for you. Now what you're gonna be doing here, you're gonna be creating an opening for windows. Now you can, if you have a very template which you've already designed from the family, you can import it straight and be able to do your design, be able to fasten the work. But sometimes you might, you have to use a practical idea so that whenever you go to site, you can be able to explain to someone why you want this to be done. So now you go to your offset and you offset 5 feet away from the wall, first wall, 5 feet away. Now this is the face of your wall. Take note, this is the face of your wall. Do not click this line. So your face of the wall is your palm constraint. So you click on it, and now then you click another same 5 feet again away, and from here, okay, let's do 3 feet away from the first constraint, or let's even do 2 feet. 2 feet away from the first constraint. Yes, 2 feet. Then you do 5. You do 5 feet for the size of the window. 6 feet can be basic, but this window is gonna be serving as a lightning, just for lightning purposes. Then here you close it. Now from the top side here, you're gonna be offsetting 10. No, you're gonna be offsetting 10 inches. 10 inches up from the up story, 10 inches. Yeah, 10 inches up story, 10 inches, 10 inches. Now you, from here, you offset 5 feet. So the height, you go with, let's say it's 8 feet from the top side. So from here you pick 8 feet is too high. Let's go 7 feet. From here you pick 7 feet. 7 feet and 7 feet. Now you know the function of TR to trim and extend. You trim this one, you trim this one. Now you have to split this one, so you have to click on it, split this element here, and also split this element, and split this element. Now you click on TR to join the element. You join the element, 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 you join the element. And now you have a very clean space. I want to make this one a very plain. So I'm gonna exit. I am gonna be selecting the whole of this, and I will offset not now, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna be reducing this. I'm gonna be offsetting here. Let's do okay, let's do move. Okay, let's do peak lines. Let me offset 3 feet. Let me offset 3 feet below, 3 feet in. Okay, 3 feet is much. Let's do 2 feet because I want to make it okay, 2 feet. I'll do 2 feet in, and TR to trim this one here, trim this one here, trim this one here, and trim this one here. Then close, delete this one, and also delete this one. delete this one, delete this one also, you don't need it. So now you pick your axis from here to here and you go take it up. Let's do the 2 feet we reduce is what you close it back with, and you're okay. Now you can notice the line I picked was just 3-dimensional, so it's not right. Let's pick this, that start point and to end. Let's do it 2 feet. Can we do 3 feet if it's possible? Let's see. Okay, 2 feet 6 inches is okay. 2 feet 6 inches. 2 feet 6 inches. Yeah, 2 feet 6 inches. Now we have everything in place. Now let's check it. Let's see whether. Now let's go to 3D view. Click on this one, and you can see we have opening here. Yes, you can see we have a very big opening. So yes, you can actually see we have a very big opening in this place. So we can actually fill this up by adding a curtains wall. So in my next tutorial, I don't want it to be a very long, from where I start to where I stopped. First you create. Now before I finished off, let me edit profile again, and front, go to front, then you copy the whole of these elements from here. You copy it, click on copy here, you move it 6. Yes, you move it 6. Okay, you move it, let's say 6. It's too close. Should we say 7? Okay, 7. Let's do 7. Okay, I actually got it wrong. Again, let's select everything. Click on enter. From here you pick it and move it 7. You can type 7 and checked. So you copy it 7 and try to check if it's well aligned. You check it, okay. So now you click on this guy here and you have your opening. So these are your opening for the front house. You can actually double click on it or edit profile to finish off. So now you highlight them and you go to the middle, you highlight them, highlight everything, you come to your mirror, this mirror here, and you look for the midpoint of where the house, the midpoint here. Yeah, I can see the midpoint here, and you pull it upward like this. So it's gonna mirror the whole design to the side here with the same dimension, and you can be able to close it. So now we can go to ground level 3D view and click on these home terms, and you can see we have our very good openings in our house, where it proposes to serve lightning in the house and other stuffs. So we can actually finish off with some good, good curtains, but I wouldn't want this design to be very much. So guys, stay tuned. Is your designer Tech Tunchi. I always bring you good goodies and good styles. Next I will teach you how to add curtis wall into this. And let's not forget, when you are done with such kind of designs, the first thing you should do, you should save. So let's save it. I will continue from there next. So when I come next, I will do the site plan of this and finish up the window. Then you can't just, if one trick about designing is that you don't stay on one particular element, you are going to lose your creativity. So what you do is that when you do window, you move down to doors. From doors you come back to wall, you switch so that you can keep that, when you are doing the other one, your brain is bringing out something to do. So that's actually how it works. So I go to my client work here and I will name worked. So I will say it YouTube fans. So YT fans tutorial or lesson, YT fans lesson, enter, and I will call this on XTR4. That's story, that's for story. So now our design is safe. You can actually see it's working on a saving here. So try to save whenever you are designing. And learn one good tip again, learn how to use Greek line. It makes your words smooth, clean, and more matured. So thank you guys, see you guys in our next class. Your boy here, Tech Tunchi. I love you guys, so peace out.